you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. Off we go through a driving rainstorm here in Baltimore. And this will work out quite well. We'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the ground, it's Quinshawn Judkins. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ballgame.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught. It's Isaiah Bond. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Cleveland.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This one, batted away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Here we go, set. Lightning 18.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Got it into the hands of Mims. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. They get 16 on that connection. It's a Browns first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
On the give, it's Judkins.
Quinshawn Judkins, the ball carrier. Roberts Spillane on the tackle.
From 29. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the Ravens' 29-yard line.
60 boxes. 60.
He'll drop to throw. He finds Jahan Dotson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
A gain of 14. And the Browns first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing now on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Again, it's McCaffrey. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he is out of bounds. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Browns with the advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They have it, 2nd and 4 coming up.
I'm ready.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Raven 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll take it on in. Dave Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens move out to a 7-3 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down. That's exactly the case here.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Forced out wide. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Here's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback. And then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Baltimore.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. In trouble, and down he goes. Gervon Dexter. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Second down, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Third and 6.
Jackson looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Ravens go out to a 10-3 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
At the 24-yard line.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown.
Talk about establishing yourself in this league as a young player. You don't have to be perfect. But, man, when you get opportunities to make big plays, when they come your way, you got to take advantage of it. And, boy, did he ever.
The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens move out in front by the score of 17-3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Mims. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Right back to the air following that pick six. Going for it all. That is hard. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Throwing now on first and 10. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he's going to have a first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27.
That's another Browns first down. A gain of 15.
Back to throw. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it'll be second and goal.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over at their own 15.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Force it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Jackson now. And it's into the hands of Flowers. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It's now 3rd and 2.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw, escaping to his left. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Here's Judkins. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And that brings up 4th down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
He'll drop the throw. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Jervon Dexter there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
2nd
7.
down, they need 7. Now Jackson. Pass caught left side by Likely. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to be fourth down. To return, it's Mims. He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. He'll get this out wide. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That one taken in, right side by Leggett. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can jump.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked by Malachi Starks. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Alpha. What are you? Hey, middle. What are you? What is up?
Jackson now to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will score. Has Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Loops now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens extend to a 24-3 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Browns take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 20.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
And what started out as a promising drive, now they find themselves in 3rd and long. After being stuffed for a loss on 1st down with that ground game, they came right back to it, trying to make up some of those lost yards. The defense was having none of it. 3rd and long.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. On the ground, Justice. And this will not help the cause. He's going backwards. Tackled back at the 8. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as